I have to say I'm really happy, definitely, especially because I'm getting back into a racing that I like, a really good team. I enjoyed the past 2 years, even if the position was not what I wanted. But now is another Tony, another life, back in business, and I'm really happy to be in this position. It's been 2009 has been a really important year for me. Doing 5 races and preparing the 2010 season has not been easy to jump back in the car nearly at the end of the season and get back the rhythm. But we start really strongly at Monza, and then we had a bit of a harder time in the other races. But we were expecting something like that. But for my approaching procedure preparing 2010 season has been really important because it gave me the chance to step back in the car, get more used to the feeling of racing, more sharp, all these things that for sure has been really useful for the beginning of this season. For sure, things are changed for Force India. Would not have been the smallest team anyway, because we showed last year with a strong statement in few races that we want to achieve big results. So this year, for sure, the grid will be much bigger, and we aim for points every time. So we won't be in a similar situation as in the past. But for sure, it's good for the sport and for the races, because a lot more things happening, a lot more exciting races, and more show. So I think this is good for the sport more than for the team. Looking at the field, I think we will have a really tough season, but we are really looking forward to it because I think we are in a range where we could fight for points every races, and there are a few teams that could be in that area, like Williams, Renault, Toro Rosso, and a few others. So I'm really looking forward because we are really optimistic, but for sure it won't be an easy year. The fact that there is no refueling anymore, I think it will change a lot the strategy and the view of the driver in a long term, like in a 1 hour race, 1.5 hour race. So I think it will be pretty interesting and more stressing for a driver because you don't have to think just at yourself, but also you can judge and decide the right window to stop, looking at the tires when there is degradation and all these things. So I think it will be much more tough, more things to think for a driver, but looking forward. I'm really optimistic for 2010. For sure, we don't have to fly too high because we have to be pretty much with the foot on the ground. But I think my aim and the team's aim is to be a consistent car in a point area, and hopefully, if we can have good races like in the previous year, going even more and further in the position, closer to the podium, maybe. Hopefully.